What's up, y'all? Back at you one more time with a Sit Down with Mark. This time I had a chance to interview a former mentor, teacher, advisor, good friend, Dr. Timogi Jackson, author of 10 books. She has a doctorate in ministry. She has a master's. This topic was about navigating life post-pandemic. I ask y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what y'all think. Ms. Jackson, how you doing? Y'all enjoy.
It's Dr. Jackson now. It was Miss Jackson when I was your teacher, but
Excuse
since
me.
I've seen you face to face last, it's now Dr. Jackson. I'll take my Jackson with a doctor.
Thank you for doing the Sit Down, Mark. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome, Mark. I love it when my former students are doing what they spoke into existence. And that's what you represent for me, Mark. You are a student who said, Miss Jackson, because that's who I was then, I'm going to be a journalism major. This is what I want to do. It's where my passion is. And you spoke the life that you're living right now into existence. You told me where you were going to go finish your education because I was with you at the community college. You spoke, I'm going to go to Central and get my degree. You did everything you put your mind to, Mark. And so to be here with you in this moment this evening is actually my honor and it's my pleasure.
Thank you. Got a couple questions here, navigating through a pandemic.
Ooh, yeah.
Ms. Jackson, our first question for you. How important is it to find your purpose post-pandemic?
So Mark, if we look at what's going on in the world right now, everybody from Forbes to the New York Times to all sorts of news outlets are reporting that people are leaving their jobs in record numbers. People are not returning back to work. And we're not talking about the lies that the media propagates about people not wanting to work. No, not leaving for that reason. They're leaving because they've realized after this pandemic how much time they were spending outside of their homes, away from their family, away from their purpose. And they're realizing, wait a minute, I don't want to spend the next 40 years of my life working for a company away from everything and not happy about it, right? There are people who like their 9-to-5s. They're living their best life. It's what they do and they enjoy it. But now we're talking about people who were, the people flicking you the finger in the car on the way to work while they're trying to get there because they really don't want to go to work anyway. So they mad at you because they don't like their job. So they flick you the finger. You know what I'm saying? So people are finding out that, wait a minute, why do I keep putting myself in this position? I can live off of less than I think, but have a quality of life higher than it's ever been. So people are not going back to work, Mark, because they are finding purpose through the pandemic.
Ms. Jackson, eventually we will come out of the pandemic. Do you feel that your purpose could have changed? And if so, is that okay?
Oh, absolutely. So many people's purpose has changed. So I was one of the people who was blessed to already be doing the kind of work that they want to do, serving people in the capacity in which I want to serve. So I'm a teacher, I'm an educator, I'm a trainer, a facilitator. So I'm already in my purpose line of work, And so because of that, Mark, I'm one of the people who realizes just how blessed I am that I made the transition years ago from being solely dependent upon someone else's job title, job position. See, the position and the title that I have now, I gave it to myself. I'm Dr. Jackson, I'm Dr. Timogi, and I'm an empowerment specialist. You know who gave me that title, Mark? Me. I gave me that title. I'm an empowerment specialist. I teach people to align their thoughts, right? Their words, their deeds to create action, right? So that they can see what they're thinking. They can be intentional about what they say, and then they can do the work to become who and what they want to be. Look at you, Mark. How many times did I tell you when you were a student at the community college Well, if this is what you want to do, Mark,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Let's see about how we make that happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So finding your purpose, walking in your purpose. People during this pandemic are finding out that what they may have been doing was not their purpose. And now they're honoring their purpose. See, I believe your purpose is so deep rooted within you, Mark, that it has been calling your name your whole life. Your whole life has been calling your name. See, as an advocate for people to find their purpose, I can think back to being on the playground in middle school and like telling the girls, stand up for yourself. Don't let her talk to you like that, or seeing the girls in high school going through the stuff with their boyfriend, like, you can't let him treat you like that, girl. So that's always been my purpose, to empower others. And so I just happen to be one of those people who found their purpose early, and I'm walking in it. But after this pandemic, people are going, wait a minute, what do I really want to do for a living? How do I really want to spend my hours during the day? And they're finding it, and it's happening all over the world.
Dr. Jackson, through the pandemic, how were you able to cope with having to find the other means to channel your energy when most of the world was secluded?
So, little known fact about me, I don't watch television. I actually did not even have a television in my home until 2 years ago. When my daughter went off to college and I became an empty nester, my brother was like, here, take this TV. And I was like, I don't got no TV. I don't want no TV. I don't need no TV. And he was like, no, you're going to take this TV. This is a nice TV. So my brother gave me a TV, right? And so I can go days and weeks without turning it on. So I'm, again, one of those people who was very comfortable sitting at home, reading, writing, and doing what I love to do. I mean, I've authored 10 books, right? So being at home wasn't an adjustment for me. Did I miss getting up, going out, during this pandemic? Mark, don't tell nobody I gained 35 pounds during the pandemic, right? But it's coming off now. I got a good doctor, right? And my doctor's a sister. So when I show up, if I haven't lost weight, she a sister. She look at me and go, girl, what's going on? Right? So I am very much persuaded to lose some weight between my doctor's visits, okay? So I'm getting the weight back off, but during that time, I channeled my energy into writing. It's what I do. So that's why I can hold up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, let me hold them on. 8, 9, and the 10th one ain't over here, so, and I ain't getting up to go get it, right? But I can hold up my 10 books, right? Because I'm at home writing. I'm always writing. The 10th book, I wrote it during the pandemic.
Right. Ms. Jackson, last question for you. Now that we're kind of on the way back to normal, what are 3 tips you would give anyone to help navigate through this world post-pandemic?
Oh, whoa. Okay, so let's see. The first tip I'm going to give people is to honor who you know you are. See, I don't care where we are right now. We know that there's something in us, right? So we have to honor that which we know is within us, right? Number 2, I'm going to tell you that you need to reevaluate what it is you truly want in life. Because, see, we lost over 500,000 Americans alone during this COVID. Over 500,000 people, 600 and something thousand people are no longer with us, are no longer with their families and friends. And I'm sure they had dreams. I'm sure they had goals and plans. So what I'm going to say to you is honor who you are, assess where you are, and whatever it is you want to do, now is the appointed time. Tomorrow is not promised. A lot of people who are gone today were going to do it tomorrow. Well, I'm telling you that you may not have a tomorrow, but you do have a today. So begin to honor your inner purpose, your inner being, that thing that has been knocking on you from the inside out. So if you're going to navigate this post-pandemic world, you're going to have to do those things. Honor who you are, assess what it is that you want in this life, and then just go do it. Go do it today. Procrastination doesn't serve us in this season. We have seen healthy people go down from this pandemic. And so honor that thing. If you're ready, you said you were going to write a book and you've been saying that for the last 10 years, this is your season. Write the book. You said you were going to go back to school. This is your season. Go back to school. You said you're going to learn how to play an instrument. This is your season. You want to learn how to play the guitar? Google it right now. Guitar lessons. Find out where they are in your city and make time. And realize that you can work your whole life in a manner and still never be fulfilled with the work that you've done if it's not connected to your purpose. So if you are in a 9 to 5, a traditional position, and it's connected to your purpose, more power to you. But if it's not, now is the time where you should start looking for that opportunity that honors your purpose.
Dr. Jackson, thank you for your time, and I really appreciate all the facts that you gave. Hopefully we will keep after this pandemic. You take care and be safe.
Thank you, Mark. You too.